I'm Madam Maizato. I'm your facilitator for this chapter. Thank you.
Assalamu alaikum and a very good day to everyone. My name is Madam Maizatul Sadaya binti Mohammed, and today I'll be presenting Chapter 6, titled Business Entities. This chapter will help us understand the different legal structures available to businesses in Malaysia, especially the sole proprietorship and partnership models. Understanding these entities is essential for anyone planning to start or run a business because your choice will affect taxation, liability, control, and long-term planning. Outlines. Here's what we'll cover today. First, we'll define what a business entity is and why it matters. Then we'll dive into the two most common types of entities in Malaysia, sole proprietorship and partnership. For each, we'll explore their definitions, legal frameworks, and most importantly, their advantages and disadvantages. At the end of the session, we'll have a short quiz and a classroom activity to reinforce what we've learned. Introduction. A business entity refers to the legal structure used to organize and operate a business. This structure determines how the business is owned, managed, taxed, and how liability is handled. Choosing the right entity is one of the most critical decisions for any entrepreneur. For example, some entities offer limited liability protection, while others don't. Some are easier to manage but offer fewer options for growth. So, when starting a business, it's not just about having a product or service, it's also about structuring your business in the most suitable way. Sole proprietorship, what is it? Let's start with the simplest business entity, the sole proprietorship. As the name suggests, this form of business is owned and operated by one individual. There is no legal separation between the owner and the business, meaning the owner is personally responsible for everything the business does. In Malaysia, sole proprietorships are governed under the Business Registration Act 1956. It's commonly chosen by small trader. Sole proprietorship, advantages. There are many reasons why people choose to run a sole proprietorship. Firstly, it is very easy to set up and manage. The owner has full control over the decision-making process and can quickly respond to changes in the market. Secondly, it's inexpensive to register and dissolve. Profits earned belong entirely to the owner, and taxes are filed as part of the owner's personal income. This simplicity and independence make it very attractive to first-time entrepreneurs. Sole proprietorship, disadvantages. However, the simplicity comes with risks. The owner has unlimited liability, which means if the business incurs debt, the owner's personal assets are at risk. Also, since there is no separation between the individual and the business, it can be hard to raise capital. Banks may hesitate to provide loans, and investors are generally not interested. Another disadvantage is the dependency on one person. The business's success or failure depends entirely on the owner's capability and health. The business typically ends if the owner retires or passes away. Partnership, what is it? Next, we have the partnership model. A partnership is a business structure where two or more individuals run a business together. In this model, the partners share profits, responsibilities, and liabilities. It's a step up from a sole proprietorship and is ideal when two or more people want to combine resources, ideas, and efforts. Like the sole proprietorship, partnerships in Malaysia are easy to set up and don't require complicated formalities. However, they also come with certain challenges, especially when it comes to trust and decision-making. Partnership advantages. One of the biggest advantages of a partnership is the ability to pool resources, financial, intellectual, and human. Each partner can bring different strengths, experiences, and ideas. Together, they can often raise more capital and take on larger projects. Risk is shared among partners, which can reduce individual burden. Also, since responsibilities are divided, partners can focus on different aspects of the business like marketing, finance, or operations. Partnerships often benefit from faster decision-making and a sense of shared responsibility. Partnership disadvantages. On the downside, partnerships come with unlimited liability, meaning if the business faces legal or financial issues, all partners may be held personally responsible, even if only one partner caused the problem. Without a clear legal agreement, disagreements can occur. Misconduct or unethical behavior by one partner can harm the whole business. Just like in a sole proprietorship, the lifespan of a partnership is uncertain. It may end when a partner dies, resigns, or the relationship breaks down. That's why it's crucial to draft a solid legal agreement at the beginning. Pop quiz, true/false. Let's test your understanding so far with a few true or false questions. A sole proprietorship and its owner are considered the same legal entity. True or false? In a partnership, each partner is only responsible for their own share of the debt. True or false? A partnership must always be registered with the government to be legal. True or false? Think about the answers, don't worry, we'll discuss them shortly. Thank you for your attention so far. Before we wrap up, let's go through some quick assessment questions and then get into a hands-on activity. Your participation will help reinforce what we've discussed. Assessment quiz. Here's a short quiz. Question 1. Which business entity is owned by one person? Is it a corporation, partnership, sole proprietorship, or LLC? Question 2. In which entity is the liability of the owner unlimited? And question 3. Which structure provides limited liability protection to its owner? These questions aim to help you reflect on what we've covered and to prepare you for real-world business decisions. Activity: choose your business entity. Now let's apply what we've learned in an interactive way. I'll divide the class into small groups. Each group will receive a business scenario, for example, starting a bakery, running an online store, or opening a tuition center. Your task is to decide which business entity is the most suitable and explain why. After some discussion, each group will present their decision and reasoning to the class. Additional material. To deepen your understanding, I recommend watching the video titled Types of Business Entities Explained, Business 101 on YouTube. You can also create an infographic or a decision-making flowchart to help guide future entrepreneurs. Start with questions like, do you want to be the only owner? Is limited liability important to you? Are you looking to raise funds from investors? A visual poster can really help make these decisions clearer. It's a great way to summarize and apply what we've learned.